Hello everyone, my name is Nell Raven and welcome to the Xander Zone. In today's episode, we'll be talking about when FNAF Sister Location takes place in the timeline and specifically how this affects the story of FNAF as a whole. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say I'm still recovering from being sick as of late, so sorry if I don't sound, the most energetic or just as well as I usually do. But other than that, we do have a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you enjoy this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends and family as every bit helps, and comment down below your theories, thoughts, disagreements, or what you just want to see next. Just remember to keep it kind and calm. Now without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so FNAF Sister Location is thought to take place in 3 different sections of the timeline depending on who you ask, but I think everyone is right to a degree, and I'm actually going to combine them to make sense. So first, I want to talk about Circus Baby, as to me, she is the key to figuring a lot of this stuff out. Whenever Circus Baby is talking to us about her restaurant or past, it seems to have been a very long time since those things have happened, such as the Springlock suit being old, but still from her restaurant. Something wouldn't really be old by 1 or 2 years usually. Next is her and the others trying to escape before, but it fails, and I think we see this in FNAF Help Wanted 1, but I'll get into that in a second. We also have to think about the technicians. They seem to be well experienced in this place, and at this time in the timeline, suits this futuristic wouldn't be something the average technician would be working on. Next is Michael. I find it interesting as I have to agree with the YouTuber Zedorox. He made a theory about Michael's motivations, and the long story short is that the reason why Michael ends up in the bunker is because William sent Michael there to be unalived by the animatronics there, as Michael, after working at the FNAF 2 location, because William wanted the remnant from the toys, and Michael working at FNAF 1 on his own turf to see if the animatronics were possessed, and found out they were. So, out of fear or anger, William sent him into the bunker to find his sister, when in reality, William was hoping Michael would be unalived by them. However, this isn't my main point to FNAF Sister Location taking place after FNAF 2 or maybe FNAF 1, so let's get into my main point. So, the first escape attempt made by Baby and the other fun times gives this away more than anything. So, I believe we witnessed the first escape attempt in FNAF Help Wanted 1 just with a grain of salt. I always found it interesting that in FNAF Help Wanted 1's minigame with Ennard in the elevator, it was actually Ennard attacking us, which I always wondered when this took place. It can't be after Mike is scooped because Ennard isn't whole afterwards. Ennard would look closer to Molten Freddy at this point. However, what if this was their first escape attempt that didn't go well? This would explain why the fun times may be possessed in FNAF Sister Location, as in this minigame, recently it was discovered that 4 endos were inside the furnace which supports Molten MCI. Now you're probably wondering that there's only 4 suits and Baby's already possessed, so where could the extra remnant go? Well, I just wanted to point this out. Out of every single fun time, who is the craziest and most aggressive one of them all? It would be Funtime Freddy. So what if Funtime Foxy and Blora got 1 piece of remnant and Funtime Freddy got 2, which is why he is so aggressive and crazy? Or if you believe that Funtime Freddy already had some remnant in him, then what if Bon Bon is his own animatronic? So Funtime Freddy would have 2 pieces of remnant and Bon Bon would have 1. Funtime Freddy having 1 from his first victim and 1 from the Molten MCI, and Bon Bon having 1 from the Molten MCI. Also, I just wanted to mention, in my Discord servers, shout out to Mental, me and him were talking, and while he pointed out that Endo 01 was in the little bit hard mode level in FNAF Help Wanted 1, which I thought was really interesting to add to this theory. So, I have the theory laid out now, but I want to explain the timeline and how this all meshes together well. Okay, so this theory is of course going to take some inspiration from Zedorox and my own theory, so let's get into it. William, after the success of Fredbear's Family Diner, wanted to make a new restaurant that was purely his own, Circus Baby's Pizza World. William worked tirelessly on this location, as he wanted to be better than Henry, as William saw his son being the Bite of A3 victim to be on Henry's design flaws. So, he made the fun times with the idea of capturing his daughter to get revenge. William's plan was on opening day, or maybe at some point, to bring Henry and his daughter there. However, Elizabeth didn't listen, and went by Baby alone, and was scooped by Baby. This shut down the restaurant on day 1. But William would get his revenge one way or another and just unalive Charlotte anyways. However, when he visited the diner again, he noticed the security puppet had tear marks, and this is when William suspected something like Remnant, so he thought that the Fun Times could be used to farm Remnant. He made Circus Baby's rental service, however, it wasn't very successful after the incident with his daughter, and with the reputation of the company, no one really ordered the Fun Times except for one person who lost their child to Funtime Freddy. William, however, went to unalive the MCI children during this time and put them in the original suits, which turned them into Remnant. After all, the rental service wasn't doing well, so William had to do it on his own. Eventually, William heard about the old animatronics being used to make the new toy models, and William couldn't enter the FNAF locations as a result of him being an ex-employee, in which ex-employees aren't allowed into any location after the MCI. So, he sent Michael to get the Remnant from the toy animatronics, and during the one night Michael was there, Michael started to suspect that the animatronics were possessed by something or someone. After this, Michael, suspecting something, told William about it, and William denied it, though Michael knew his dad wasn't the most trustworthy person. Michael decided to work at the FNAF 1 location years later, and found out that they indeed were possessed, and he confronted William on him lying, and William admitted, but not that he unalived them, but possibly was trying to help them, and sent Michael down into the bunker to find his sister to get the quote-unquote truth. But in reality, William was trying to tie up a loose end. Now, if you're wondering when Baby and the other Fun Times tried to escape, I believe it was sometime after FNAF 1. Now, people believe that the Follow Me minigames took place in one night, and I agree and disagree. So let's end this debate once and for all. How many nights does Follow Me take place? Okay, I know a lot of people are going to yell at me for this one, but I have to agree with Toast. I think that the Follow Me minigame takes place over multiple nights based off of what he says in his Molten MCI video. What happens in those first 4 games does happen, however not the way we saw them anymore. We know Scott didn't really have a story planned up until FNAF 4 or Sister Location, so at least things about FNAF 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 might have to be changed going forward. And Follow Me taking place over multiple nights and days to fit the Molten MCI makes a lot of sense. However, I do see why people think it can only happen in one night, as everything seems to happen in one night, and there hasn't been much to challenge that. The only thing is just the 4 Endo 01s being in the furnace in FNAF Help Wanted 1, and that's what makes this all so challenging, as William would have to leave at some point to bring them one by one, or all 4 at some point, and eject the Fun Times with the Remnant. However, Molten MCI would explain so many things, such as why Scrap Chica didn't make an appearance in Pizzeria Simulator. Chica didn't have an endo anymore. It also supports my theory that FNAF Help Wanted 1 and 2 are a mixture of recreations and actual events. We just have to decipher which ones are minigames and which ones are actual events. Okay, so I think this theory makes a lot of sense, however, there's a few issues with it that I want to get out of the way. First is how quick Circus Babies is made. If some event such as it being open takes place before the MCI, that means from 1983 to 1985, at some point, it would have to be finished and ready to be open, unless the project was in progress in 1983 and its purpose was switched after the Bite of 83, which could give it 2 years, which seems reasonable considering Fredbear's was successful and William definitely had the money to get help to build this new location, as well as what if Circus Baby was the first one made and was the pitch to Fazbear Entertainment to get help and money to continue the project. Otherwise, there aren't many issues with this, as I do believe that Sister Location has to take place right after FNAF 1 or a few weeks later after Michael confronts William, or at the very least after FNAF 2 for the exact same reasons. Okay, actually just wow. This theory is a solid 9 out of 10. It still has its issues, however, they aren't major ones and could easily be elaborated on in future games. It does have its issues, of course, like any theory, which is why I will never rank something 10 out of 10, but this theory is really close to it, seriously. So please comment your thoughts and disagreements and agreements in the comments. Just remember to keep everything kind and calm. Alright, well that's all I have for this video, but before I get into the typical outro stuff, I just want to quickly say thank you all for the insane amounts of support and feedback on the last theory video. I know it wasn't the best theory video, and I really do apologize for it. I mean, this is all coming off the top of my head. All of my outros are unscripted, and I just want to say thank you all for the amount of feedback. I know it wasn't the best here. I know some of you liked it. I know a decent amount of you didn't, and the amount of feedback and the kindness that I got instead of anger makes me so happy with the community that, you know, I've started to build with you guys. And just the amount of knowledge I got for that video on how to restructure my videos and my thought process on making theories helps a lot, because if you guys don't know, I'm still pretty new to the theory game, so the amount of feedback I got honestly helps a lot. So seriously, thank you all so much. And next, I want to thank Mental on my Discord server. He pointed out to me that there were Endo 01s in Funtime Foxy's hard mode level in FNAF Help Wanted 1, and that kind of helped with this theory. I kind of added it in like literally a week before this was supposed to come out, and I had it done like 2 weeks ago. So again, thank you so much, Mental, for pointing that out to me. If you guys don't know, I do have a Discord. You can find the links to it in the description and really anywhere else on my channel. And if you ever help me out with a theory or anything like that, you may get a shout out. So yeah, Discord is meant for just a bunch of FNAF theorizing, memes, just really anything in the world. It doesn't even have to be FNAF related. So yeah, I hope to see some of you all there. Also, I just want to say that after this, FNAF 2's series is going to start, and then after that, we're going to finish the Spring Lock videos completely. I'm really confident in this next one, and then we will start talking about some FNAF 4 theories. So yeah, that's all I have for this. So if you enjoyed, please do hit that like and subscribe button, as we do have a goal of 1,000 subs by the end of this month or next month. Share this video with your friends and family, as every bit helps. Comment down below your theories, disagreements, or really just anything at all. Just make sure to keep everything kind, calm, and respectful. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day, stay safe, and peace out. Way better than Henry, as William saw his son being the bite. So let's get into it. William, after the success